80% yes, 20% no. Let's talk about what those numbers represent. I'm Sheila. Thanks for joining me. Let's get on with it. Quick backstory. A couple years ago when we were having all the shipping containers with our food got stuck out in the water somewhere. So when things opened up and they started coming in and unloading, then all the big rig truckers all had to work double time to get it to the stores. But when the grocery stores have to pay the truckers a hell of a lot more money to get that stuff in, well, that cost started being pushed on to us, the consumers. No offense to the truckers, I'm glad y'all got your bag. Everybody deserves to get their bag at some point. But that did pose a problem for us because now our food is, getting to be a little bit too much, financially to handle. That is when I decided to do a prepper's pantry because it wasn't just handwriting on a wall that the food prices were going to go up. It was engraved in stone. So that's when I did my pantry. And yes, I spent almost $1,000. Now keep in mind, during that time, I still worked 40 hours a week. I had just come out of like everybody else, the only difference between me and you was I worked at Amazon, which means I made double overtime for 60-hour weeks for almost a year, a whole damn year, which didn't give me time to spend any money. Okay, so my savings account was pretty damn healthy, and that $1,000 was something I could afford to spend. Can't do it now, but back then I could. And 80% of what I bought was perfect, and it was well worth the money. Now, this is how I looked at it. I mostly wanted to buy things that I knew I used on a regular basis, and I wanted to be able to get them at the cheapest price possible. So I bought a bunch of things that I use regularly. Household things, personal things. I think I bought like 15 double packs of contact lens solution. I only had to buy contact solution a couple of weeks ago. So in my mind, this worked really well for me. And not knowing that I was actually going to start working reduced hours because of my knees just a few months later. So that was a whole lot of stuff I didn't have to buy when I am basically one paycheck down every week for the next, year and a half? I mean, one day down in my paycheck for the next, year and a half? So for me, this was great. I still have one bottle of hand sanitizer left. I bought 2 years ago. I keep one in the car, one at the front door. It's things like that that I am so glad I did that. Laundry detergent. I bought 3 containers of laundry detergent that have 52 loads in each one. I got that much left in the last bottle. Now, I priced it a couple weeks ago because I'm going to have to buy some more. It is $5 more than it was 2 years ago when I bought it. So in my mind, this was actually a success. Now there was that 20% that I realized I got off kilter. And I'm going to blame the preppers who came to those videos I made. Because at some point I made the decision to do canned goods, which I should have never done. Everything else I did was on point, except those damn canned goods. I ended up donating most of them because I spent almost $100 just on canned vegetables, canned soup, stuff like, I don't eat canned vegetables. I like my vegetables frozen or in those cute little single serving sizes. That way I don't have to open up a whole can and then either lose it in the refrigerator or basically I lose it in the refrigerator, then I have to throw it away. But the little single serving sizes, just enough for a meal. Now, I did stock a whole bunch of those, and I've ate all of those, so that's something I still buy now. For the most part, everything on that shelf is gone, except some canned spinach, okay, because I prefer fresh spinach, but you never know. So yeah, I kept the canned spinach. I kept the chili without beans, because chili cheese dogs, okay. Kept the canned mushrooms, because they work really well in my spinach quiches. But pretty much all the soup, all the vegetables, I donated those, because to me, once you start stocking canned goods like that, and it's not even something you prefer to eat, well, now you're stocking for the end of the world. And it was never my intention to stock for the end of the world. So that's how it went for me. Now, my personal opinion, would I do it again? Well, I don't see the need to do it now. And even if there was a need, I can't afford to do that now. But you're getting ready to maybe retire, or for some reason you know your income is going to take a hit in the future, but you do still have the resources now, I would say putting 4 of all the items you use religiously. For me, it was like shampoo, conditioner, dish detergent, laundry detergent. I wouldn't even say, okay, yeah, you could do four cases of toilet paper and 4 cases of paper towels. One item at a time. Because trust me, once your income goes down, you'll be glad you had those things. Now, you can't just use them, but let's say, it's a week where you decide you want to do a little something else and you don't want to buy toilet paper, well, at least you got some on the shelf. You see my point? What I do now is, let's say dish detergent. Now, I have a dish detergent on the sink that I'm using now, and I have a spare underneath the sink. I'm going to buy dish detergent today when I go to the grocery store, and I will put 2 in my cart. One will go under the sink because I'm getting ready to use the one that's already there, but one will go on the prepper's pantry. And the next time I go to the store, and let's say the one I'm using is almost gone, I know I'm going to have to pull the one from under the sink, then I will buy 2. To put one under the sink, to replace the one I'm getting ready to use, and the other on the shelf. And that is how I have slowly started restocking my shelf, 1 or 2 items at a time, each time I go to the store. Because I can't do a $1,000 prep, and there's no reason in my mind to do that now. But just to have a little backup, and I do it that way so I basically can gaslight myself into thinking, oh, I didn't really spend any extra money. And it works. Okay? See, that's the only time you should allow yourself to be gaslighted, is when you do it to yourself. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. See you all in the next video. Take care, stay blessed. Bye. Hey, little man. How's Mommy's fur ball? I cannot believe people hounded me to see you. You are just as boring as I am. Holy smoly. Okay, here you come. Get your stretch out. I understand. We're both getting old. Silly boy. Mommy's little silly boy.